You're watching Coast Life, where every week we make sure you have a safe week, because we love showing you our get home safely tips with Seaside Krav Maga and Lewes. Chris and Ted always do such a great job, and Leah, I'm bummed I didn't get to be with you for this week's safety tip.
I know.
Maya went. It looked like you guys had a lot of fun.
It was, and this time they're talking a lot more about situational awareness and how really when you start building that, it helps you navigate all kinds of scenarios because you never know. It's really just teaching you to trust your gut, which is something that I think a lot of us struggle with. And I think yes, it comes with age, but I think it's just, if something feels not right, trust that. And so that's what they're going to talk to you with this week's tip.
I'm Chris Anderhagen.
And I'm Ted Dabbs, and we're from Seaside Krav Maga in Lewes, Delaware, here today with some more tips on how to get home safe.
This week's tip is about situational awareness, how by paying attention to what's going on around you, you may not have to use any of the techniques we're going to show you.
Yeah, Chris, you know, a lot of people ask questions about what situational awareness really is. And I think sometimes we need to sort of clarify that and help them understand truly what situational awareness is and why it's important.
Good question. Situational awareness is about being aware of what's happening around you. And it should always be practiced through all your life. We're going to talk a little bit about getting to your car, where you parked your car, things to do to keep you safe, and things that we all do that put us at risk, and we need to think about it and go, you know what, I can cross that off. I don't need to be walking to my car with my phone. As you saw in the clip of Leah walking out there, she already had her key in her hand. She wasn't fumbling in her purse when she got there, giving a predator time. She opened the door, got in, locked it immediately. She's now in a little bit of a bubble that gives her some time to stay protected. She can drive away. She is safe for the moment. Other things, if she started to walk out to that car and something didn't feel right, maybe she didn't park under a light and it was daytime and now it's night. Or when she walks out, there's a white van with two guys sitting in it next to the car. Does she keep going? Or does she go, you know what, I'm gonna walk back in. I don't want the predator to make my gut, something I felt, I don't want them to prove it right. I'll go back in and get somebody to walk out with me. Or if there's two people walking out, one, they both get in the car and one drives the other to the other car, even though it's only 50 feet away. Stay in a group, stay safe.
Yeah, stay in a public area, stay in an area that's lit, don't park in a real remote area, there's blind spots, be aware. Situational awareness is really not just everything outside, but it's also what we feel, that
what we feel.
Intuition.
Look in the back seat. So cars are getting stolen down here because people leave them unlocked. And they leave their keys in them. Where I came from in Connecticut, it's happening all the time. Lock your car. How hard is it? It takes, what, 3 seconds with an electronic lock? Lock your car. Don't leave the keys in it. Don't do things that put you at risk. I challenge all of you to write down 5 things you do that put you at risk. And then think about, how do I eliminate them? How do I talk to my family about them? How do I scan with my eyes? If I see something and it doesn't feel right, you're done. I'm going back in and getting help. Whether I get if I'm at a mall, I get a security person to walk me out, I get my friends to walk me out. Stay in groups. You're out for the evening. Don't leave alone. Leave with the group you came with. Next week, we're going to teach you how to deal with somebody grabbing you from the front to either throw you onto the ground or take you to a secondary crime scene.
You know, that's what I really love about Seaside Krav Maga and Lewes is they are helping us not just learn what to do in the worst case, but how to hopefully prevent getting in a dangerous, violent situation in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, and this one about the situational awareness and just getting to your car. I can't tell you how many times before this lesson I have gone to my car, hands full, keys deep in the purse that like you got to sit and you're fumbling around and you have no idea like how many seconds that could leave you vulnerable while you're just out and about. So definitely have your keys out before you even leave the building to work your way to the car.
Definitely. And I think that their classes too would be great for, like you said, maybe a woman or anyone who has their hands full, but also young moms.
Yes.
You have a baby, you know how it is, in one arm and you have groceries in the other, you're trying to stumble to get your keys. Anything like that you don't think, but it really can make you vulnerable. So please make sure if you have any questions, you head to Seaside Krav Maga and Lewes. Gosh, it's just, we can't talk about it enough. They really make us feel safe and prepared. We want you to feel the same way.
Yes.
Yeah. But hey, for right now, stick around. There's more Coast Life on the way.
This segment of Coast Life was brought to you by Seaside Krav Maga.